So how would Devin Booker follow up his 59 in Utah? He said he's going to go for 50. He said it in the first half, and he got 50. There you go. I'm going for 50. First Suns player to go back-to-back with 50-point games. Expended tons of energy defending Bradley Beal. The Suns fall 124 to 121. Booker was outstanding, but in the end, the Suns could not stop, not Bradley Beal, Thomas Bryant.
Who?
Yeah.
Is that Bryant Thomas or Thomas Bryant? I mean, seriously.
Bryant?
You talk about a guy.
Bryant Gumbel?
I mean, with Bradley Beal on the floor and Jabari playing the way he is, he knocked down a three, like didn't even think about it.
Exactly.
No conscience, which is not a bad thing to have when you need to knock one down.
Yep. Now, Devin, the 10th player in NBA history to go back-to-back with 50-point games. Tom Chambers was the only other Sun to score 40 or more in back-to-back games. So you know what it feels like to be on this kind of a roll.
Well, seriously, it's like every shot's going to go in. It really is. And with him, it's just, I mean, he's doing things that are just absolutely incredible. I scored in different ways, and he scores in different ways. But it's fun to watch him out there because you just see that gleam in his eye where he knows he's got you.
And not forcing it, too. We talked about when he had 44 points, that was on 22 shots, and he still has, 29 shots to score 50.
The only shot
the
only shot I didn't like of his tonight was the three-pointer to try and win the basketball game. I thought he faded a little bit rather than going. He's got to be going towards the basket. But other than that, are you kidding me? This was a great game.
Let's hear from Coach and Devin himself.
I never believed that you lose the game in on our last possession. There were so many other things over the course of the game that we could maybe do better. So I wouldn't necessarily say one possession. It was a big one. That we didn't box out on it was in one, and I think it was a clean look on the last shot. So again, learning experience for us, and it's hard to learn when you're losing games. It's easier to learn when you're winning games, but I think a lot to learn from this game.
It's a blessing. It's an honor to, I say it every day, to lace it up and play a sport that I love. So, every time I'm out there, I'm trying to find out ways to get better and, find out ways to get wins for this team. And I think right now is time for me to be more aggressive, being down a couple men. But, the teammates helped me out, setting good screens. Jamal made a couple tremendous passes today that gave me easy buckets. So, it was a team effort. Fell short, but a lot better fight today than we had last game.
109 points in his last two games.
That's pretty good.
109.
109.
That's averaging 54.5.
Oh, you're good. You're
my masculine right there.
What are you on your little calculator?
Yeah. And the 10 rebounds, the forecast.
10 rebounds. I love it. Love it. This man is the man. He's doing it everywhere.
The face of the franchise, or now as they're calling him, the Phoenix Phenom.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's bobblehead night.
Superhero. He's going to be the logo.
Saturday, his bobblehead. Superhero, get it.
I want the cape.
Now, how many times we use that line, same line I used many times this year, low margin for error, and every possession counts. Every possession counts. That was a last lap that we couldn't come up with one defensive stop, maybe, the last shot. But I never believed that you lose the game in on our last possession. There were so many other things over the course of the game that we could maybe do better. So I wouldn't necessarily say one possession. It was a big one. That we didn't box out on it was in one, and I think it was a clean look on the last shot. So again, learning experience for us, and it's hard to learn when you're losing games. It's easier to learn when you're winning games, but I think a lot to learn from this game.
Yeah, on that possession, your plan was to double Beal with Booker and then Bender. One in which you laid it off of Bryant. Was that the plan to just double him right away?
Yes. I mean, it's not just coverage. It's how you execute. It's about our players. Game of basketball is about our players. I mean, you can throw the coverage, but, we have to get it done. Bender is 7-1, so he did his best to contain him, to send him in a corner, and it wasn't even a play. We just watched the play. It wasn't designed. It was just a Beal throw the ball up in the air, and weak side didn't rotate. nobody was on, there to protect the rim, and there wasn't one. So, we were blitzing, we were doubling Beal, for a big chunk of the game, and he's a hell of a player. He this is not first time that he's dealing with the trap situation, so he felt very comfortable. Beat it, we can call a trap, but we had to execute a trap. So he beat our traps, beat the both guys, and had a one dunk, etc. So I'm not saying that the game plan was, to answer your question, was to double Beal in the last possession. With the 4 or 5, Bender was 4, so whoever he's involved with, to blitz him. And, if he was holding the ball for isolation, our plan was to hit him, which is, do the James Harden rule, go blitz him before he used a ball screen, force him to get rid of the ball, and then deny him. But he was running the ball screen, so we didn't have a chance to hit him.
It seemed like in the middle of the fourth quarter, the offensive rebounds they were getting on those missed free throws, just getting to the line over 40 times tonight. It seemed like that was really hurting you guys.
It did. I agree with you. It's significant. It's something that it should hurt us, and it should hurt us as a team when it comes to the generally speaking about rebounding and the free throw rebounding. Did you have a time to reset yourself to find your position and then to kind of recognize responsibilities? So that's lack of focus, lack of sometimes size, but we're better than that. It happens many times, at least once a game. So that's on us, and re-emphasizing that, emphasizing better as a staff, myself included, and we have to get it done. It is no. Bill Cartwright used to say you can't coach rebounding. It's just desire to go get it. So we got to go get it.
Devin with another 50-point game back game. What was working for him?
Devin Booker is Devin Booker. So, I don't, as a coach, as somebody who cares about him, I'm happy for his numbers. That's what he does. We know that. So, but also my angle is final score. That's what, that number is priority every time and all the time. But I'm happy for Book. Not surprised at all. I don't think, and anybody in the arena and whoever watched the game is kind of surprised. Didn't force anything, tried to find teammates, make a simple play, and make a tough plays. So.
It seemed like Dragan was having his best game in a long time. What do you think drove that?
I think this season, regardless of sounds kind of strange, but I think it was good for him not to play early in the season and kind of to hit a wall and to understand, like, I got to earn this and to keep working and keep, building and his game confidence, and then, take a little spoon here and there, just a little sample, and then, probably being upset, mad at coach, which is great, and then wait for this moment that he can step on the stage and just play. So that's how you build young players. He got in this league as an extremely talented player, and I think that he needed this, and he was missing a year or two, and even in playing overseas in Europe, just to build that his body and mind and strength and confidence, and then so I think he's using this opportunity in the best possible way to build himself as a player.
It seemed like you got the perfect shot that you wanted after the timeout with 2.8 seconds left after the 3-point lead. Talk about that design, and were you just expecting them to...
You talk about Book's shot?
The last shot, Troy.
Oh, yeah.
Shot. Yeah, the design on that, you got a great look, you got a great shot. Just talk about how you designed that play design.
I can't draw the play, but, it's just... it was the two options, two the best shooters on our team. TD was the first option, and then if they were denying TD, that was obviously Book. So, one of the best shooters in the league, and I would go with those guys anytime. And then again, it's make or miss. It is a make or miss game, make or miss league. But we didn't lose the game because we would win the game if he made a shot. We didn't lose the game because TD missed a shot, and so he's going to make another one.